come today and speak in front of all of you today. I think what he's done is great. It's great for all of us as a community, and we look forward and wish him success going forward. I'd like to take a few minutes to introduce some of the dignitaries here, because I think almost all of you are dignitaries, and I'm sure I will miss a few people, and I apologize in advance for that. I tried to write down as many names as I could and get everybody. But of course, with us today we have Senator Carl Marcelino, who was elected to represent the 5th District in 1995. Oyster Bay Supervisor John Vendetto. Assemblyman Andrew Rea. Is Nassau County Legislature Presiding Officer Judy Jacobs here? I didn't see her, but I believe she was supposed to be here. Okay, thank you. County Legislator Edward Mangano. Thank you. Also with us here today are Timothy Driscoll, Deputy County Executive for Public Safety in Nassau County. Thank you. Steve Skrzynecki, Commanding Officer, 2nd Precinct. Dr. James Watson, discoverer of the DNA molecule and Nobel Prize winner. Mr. Stanley Bergman, CEO of Henry Schein Corporation, the largest publicly traded corporation here in Long Island. Art Briggs, Director of Facilities, Cold Spring Harbor Lab. Inspector Richard Myers from Public Safety. Mayor Rosemary Bourne from Oyster Bay Cove. Mayor Tom Zola from Cove Neck. Mayor Ted Smith of Mill Neck. And Mayor Bob Whitson of Port Washington. Also, we have some other elected members of the Board of Trustees of Laurel Hollow: John Filleron, Ted Barr, Michael J., Rich Nicholas, and Jeff Miratello. I'd like to thank you all for coming, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm sure I missed a few people. At this time, we'd like to honor outgoing Mayor Denise DeVita. She's here with us today, and Ms. DeVita has served the Village of Laurel Hollow Board of Trustees for 12 years, 2 years as a trustee, 4 years as deputy mayor, and 6 years as mayor. Harry Anand cannot stop saying enough about her to me. While serving on the board, she's had many accomplishments. Some of them include the ability to negotiate a written agreement with Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory, committing to make annual contributions to the village for the next 15 years. The Village Beach Improvement Project was completed last year. This project results in protection of Laurel Hollow's beach and also improves the water quality here. We would like to thank Ms. DeVita for all of her hard work for the last 12 years, and at this time I'd like to request the Honorable Senator Marcelino to come up and present a proclamation to Ms. DeVita.
Good afternoon. This is a proclamation from the New York State Senate which outlines some of the great things that Denise did as the mayor of the village. And, I'm not going to read it because it's somewhat lengthy, and I know we want to move along. But the idea being that people get involved, and it's not always money that drives that issue. In the case of a village like this, it's voluntary. We give our time, and it's a voluntary effort, but we give our time to make our communities a better place, and Denise certainly has done that, and should be recognized as we are today for her accomplishments and for her tireless work for this community. And Harry will find out just how much time will be involved in that volunteer effort in the near future. I am sure that his neighbors have already started to call with some minor request, like moving the beach a few hundred feet, no big deal. Changing a bulkhead, small deal. As Rita would have said, what about the dock? Is there any more docks anymore? So these kind of things come up, but people who do get involved are the backbone of this community that make it what it is. It's a great place to live, work, and raise a family. So Denise, I thank you very much. This is from the New York State Senate. It was unanimously passed. It has a Senate number, which means it's forever part of the Senate archives and Senate history. So that anyone ever in the future who wishes to can look this up, and this will always be there in the state records. It was passed unanimously, as I said, which is something that the New York State Senate rarely does. Just ask Governor Spitzer. So, Denise, congratulations.
Thank you, Senator Marcelino, and thank you everyone for coming here tonight. And Harry, thank you. Thank you for being both a great trustee, a great deputy mayor, and I'm sure a great mayor for the village of Laurel Hollow. And I'd just like to say that I haven't spent the last 12 years working alone. I'm grateful to all the trustees who've taken the time out of their lives to serve this community and work with me. And I'm also particularly and especially grateful to Rita Wolf for the 30-some-odd years she spent for doing tirelessly work on every issue infecting this village. And I'm just very proud and privileged to be still a resident and a member of this community. And thank you very much.
We'd also like to acknowledge Miss Rita Wolf for all of her hard work, dedication to the village of Laurel Hollow. She's retiring after serving the village of Laurel Hollow Planning Board for 19 years. Rita was appointed to the Planning Board in 1988. She became the chairwoman of the Planning Board in 1993. During her 19 years of service, Ms. Wolf has made tremendous contributions to preserve the environment and character of the village of Laurel Hollow. We would like to thank her, and again, we have a proclamation. Senator Marcelino is up here with me to present this.
And we have another one equally unanimous from the State Senate, also numbered, so that it is also part of the state record forever. And it basically talks about Rita and all of the great work that she did. But I've known Rita for many, many years. I go back as town clerk in 1995, and I remember John Venditto being a councilman at the time, and then went on to be the town attorney. And one name was always on our mouth and always on our lips, and that was Rita Wolf. She struck fear and terror in the hearts of more elected officials than anyone I know. If there was ever a steamroller who existed in politics, this is the lady who was that. When Rita was on your side, when Rita was there, you knew you had a friend. And there was no doubt about it. And nothing was too tough, no detail was too small. She covered everything, and she did her best for this community. And I remember getting phone calls saying, thank you, you did the right thing, and phone calls saying, why did you ever do that? But it was always meant with the best of intentions and with this community's best interests in her heart. She's a lady with a great big heart, and I know an awful lot of friends, and I certainly wish to be counted as one of them. Rita, congratulations.
I'd like to thank everyone who has come here today to share this beautiful, beautiful day. Harry, what a great event this is. And I can only say that I am humbled and honored by the warmth of my fellow residents, of peers. I didn't mean to strike terror into the heart of people. There were just jobs to do, and when no one else would volunteer and they had to be done, it seemed like the right thing to do. And as Denise aptly said, this was not a sole venture. When you have the support of people who are willing to rally for a good cause or a proper cause, it gives you the strength to march into unknown territory and to dive into unknown borders. I can only thank everyone who has been there all these years, and it's a wonderful community, and I have really been honored to work with the people I've worked with. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, Denise, and Rita, thank you so much for your time to the community and to the village of Laurel Hollow. Sorry. Now it's time to meet our new mayor, Mr. Harry Anand. Let's have a big round of applause for him. He was elected mayor on June 19th. A little bit background about Harry. Harry's a chemical engineer. He's president of Royce International, a multinational corporation involved in the manufacture of industrial chemicals. He's married to Dr. Chandni Anand. He has 2 children, a daughter Nikita and a son Anand. Mr. Anand has been a resident of this village for 10 years when he first built his house and moved in here. Ever since he moved to this village, he's been actively involved in the community. He was appointed to the position of trustee in December 2002. He won a hotly contested election in 2003 for the trustee position. He serves as the village police commissioner, which contracts with the Nassau County Police Department for police services. As I said, he'll give his time for anyone. I know that being a friend of his and not even being a member of this community. So I think the village of Laurel Hollow is benefiting today by having Mr. Anand, Harry Anand, as their new mayor. Let's give him a big round of applause. Senator Marcelino, if you would be so kind to join me again and administer the oath of office to our new mayor.
See how prepared he was? He had an oath for me.
No.
I know an oath. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of New York,
Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution, bylaws, rules, and regulations
Constitution, bylaws, rules, and regulation
of the Village of Laurel Hollow,
of the Village of Laurel Hollow,
and to faithfully perform the duty
and to faithfully perform the duty
of mayor of said village
of mayor of said village
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, your mayor. You know, we live in the land of Teddy Roosevelt. And Teddy, many years ago, gave a speech called The Man in the Arena, which today, to be politically correct, we'd have to say the person in the arena. But Harry exemplifies that. Teddy's point was that you got to get involved. And he wasn't talking about just politicians or sports heroes or things like that. He was talking about everyday citizens. Get involved in your country, in your community, because it's the people who get involved that really understand what life is all about. They feel the ups, the downs, they get the successes, and sometimes the failures. But that makes us better people. Harry understands that. As you heard, he didn't move into the community for 5 minutes before he got involved. That is this man's nature. He's a giver, not a taker. And that's important. We need more givers. We have too many takers. Only the words of advice I would give you, Harry, is don't play golf with this man. I have, and he'll take you. So on that basis, Harry, have a great time, and I hope to be as helpful as I can to you and your team.
Thank you very much.
And now, I'm proud to introduce the Village of Laurel Hollow's new mayor, Mr. Harry Anand.
With great humility, I accept the honor of serving as the mayor of the Village of Laurel Hollow. 25 years ago, when I left my country of birth, India, I was leaving the largest democracy in the world to come to the oldest democracy of the world. I landed at JFK with a freshly minted engineering degree in my luggage, ambitions of a successful career in my mind, and values in my heart which believe in helping others and giving something back to the society. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "We must constantly be reminding of what we owe because of what we have." And my friends, I owe a lot. This land of opportunity, this symbol of liberty, this beacon of hope, my country of adoption, United States of America, has given me an opportunity to thrive as a professional and an entrepreneur, an environment to raise a loving family, an opportunity to serve the community I live in, and most importantly, wonderful friends like you. I'm sincerely touched by the presence of so many dignitaries and so many close friends today. As I was going around, somebody commented that today, if President Bush has to be sworn again, he may have difficulty getting so many dignitaries and friends. And you know what? You may be right. I take on this challenge knowing that I have the support of friends like you. Denise, thanks for your confidence and your mentoring for the last 5 years. Senator Marcelino, you have always been a great help anytime I've come to you. If I needed your help with the DEC to get the approvals for our beach project, whether I needed help in funding for our roads, or we needed your help in Albany for our school taxes, you were always there for us. And now that I'm the mayor, please fully be prepared for me to come back and knocking on your door more often. Supervisor Vendito, I know I can count on you anytime that I need help from the town of Oyster Bay. Presiding Officer, Nassau County Legislature Judy Jacobs, I look forward to working closely with you and doing things together between the village and the county. Mayors from our neighboring villages, I know Rosemary Byrne from Oyster Bay Cove was supposed to be here. We have worked together on many issues before. Mayor Tom Zoller, Cove Neck. I know Ted Smith from Mill Neck is here. We all want to work together in sharing our experiences and sharing our resources to run the best villages we can for our communities. In the end, I would like to acknowledge all my Board of Trustees, John Fitteron, Michael J., Ted Barr, Rich Nicholas, and Jeff Maritello. Also want to recognize our village attorney, Howard Avertine, and also a dear friend, our village clerk, Karen Navin. Karen's there in the back, Nancy. Folks, we have a great team here. I look forward to working with all of you in running a village which has financial discipline, preserves its environment, and treats its residents with respect and dignity. May God bless this beautiful village and this great country of ours. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. Now I'd like to respectfully ask Supervisor John Vendetto if he would say a few words for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will be painlessly brief. I don't want to take away from the significance and the importance of what you're doing today, but a couple of observations. It is so nice to see an American of Indian descent becoming a local village mayor. And Harry, I hope that will be an inspiration to the entire Indian community, especially the young people. But it is even nicer to see a good and decent man who has the best interests of his community in his heart become the mayor of this very, very special place, this very, very special village of Laurel Hollow. And following up on what you said, Mayor, right in front of the cameras with everybody watching and the people writing and all the journalists writing, I tell you, the doors to the supervisor's office in the town of Oyster Bay will always be open to you, my friend. Much success to you, Harry, and thank you for that.
At this time, I'd like to also call respectfully upon Presiding Officer Judy Jacobs to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Well, I too will be brief. Congratulations, Harry. And I just want to say a very special thank you to you. It means the world to me that you asked me to share this day with you. And I want to thank you. Your village is just so beautiful and such a wonderful place to drive through to visit my friends who live here And they're very fortunate to have someone like you, because those were my roots, that I started in Woodbury and I just cared. And if you start out caring, you never stop. So that the village is in very good hands when it's in your hands, and I wish you the very best. And as the supervisor just said, my door is always open also. If there's anything we could ever do for you on a county level, please do not even hesitate a moment to call. Thank you.
Well, it was a wonderful day. Again, we'd like to thank everybody for coming today. Mayor, congratulations. As an Indian American, I'm personally proud of you, and as I say, all of my friends also are proud of you. But as a whole, the community is proud of you. We wish you much success and good luck in your ventures, and thank you all again for coming. There will be refreshments served in the back, so please stay around and join us. Thank you.